Hello and welcome to Inner Light of Truth Tarot. My name's Denise. I have prayed over all of my cards. This is a collective reading, so this may or may not fit your storyline or timeline. Only take what fits for you and leave the rest for somebody else. Always make sure to go within to check with the universe and your spirit team to clarify if this is your reading or not. You always want to get confirmation from the Holy Spirit. So with that, I'm going to start and see where the energy is today. What is the message for the collective? Bravery is the first card that came out. So you're being asked to make a decision. You've been putting this off for quite a while, but you have strength to make that decision. This could be about a person, place, or thing, and once you let this go, you'll feel a lot lighter. You'll feel confident. The message. See the message for the collective. See the message for the collective. Warrior spirit. You've had relentless commitment to all the challenges that have been placed in front of you on your path. You're a master at overcoming these battles. So you're that warrior spirit. And that's because you're brave. You've been brave this whole time. That one fell. Forgiveness. You need to forgive a person, place, or thing. There's something that hurt you really bad and you're keeping it in. So you need to, forgive. Once you forgive, all the possibilities will open up to you. So there's one specific thing that you haven't been forgiving, and you need to forgive that. Even if you don't forget, you do need to forgive. And like I said, your abundance is gonna come as soon as you do this work. You're deserving of this once you open up. Once you open up and really commit, just listen to your soul, because it's whispering to you what your next step is. Let's see. We're going to see what the soul has to say about this. What's the message for the collective? What's the message for the collective today? Synchronicities. You've been seeing the synchronicities. Yeah, you've been seeing those synchronicities. Right now you're fully aligned. So these messages are going to come where your needs need to be met yet. It's going to tell you. And that's because you've been putting in the hard work. You've unlocked your potential. You've been learning the value of hard work. Yeah. You learned the value of working hard. My cards are falling today. You're busting through with your limited beliefs. So self-love. You're busting through those barriers. You're discovering who you are. And that's because you know the answers are right within yourself. You're connecting every day to your higher self. You're going within. You're letting your intuition guide you every step of the way. You know how to discern people. Yeah, you know when someone isn't telling you quite the truth and you know the questions to ask. You do. You know the questions to ask. And when you started this, you were unconscious. You weren't even aware who you were. You were asleep, but now you're awake. You're awake now. Now you're awake. Newborn soul. You learned your basic life skills. You were in survival mode. You were childlike, but you redefined yourself. And that's because you had responsibilities. You may have had a family to take care of, so you had to grow up fast. You had to go within and be responsible. You had a perspective shift where you were questioning everything. You weren't sure what you were exactly seeing. But every question isn't bad. Questions help you learn. So the more questions you ask, the more you're learning. And spirit babies, so you do have children. Or you're going to have children in this lifetime, and that child's going to teach you something. It's going to teach you how to become a parent, how to love unconditionally. They depend on you, and that was your responsibility. And your spiritual team is all around you right now. They're giving you the answers when the time comes. So they don't give you too much. They give you what you need to know in order to handle the task at question. And they always come in perfect timing. Let's see. Let's see what messages. What's the message for the collective? Message for the collective. Key to your intuition. So your intuition is the key. It holds all your knowledge. You know that. Got a lot of knowledge to share. Look at that key. You've been given that key of knowledge. Fire of confusion. Mystery and discovery, exploring the unknown. You explored the unknown during your lifetime. You weren't sure where you were going. You weren't on your spiritual path then. But the soul song, all of a sudden you awaken from being dormant. And these memories that you have give you deep emotions because they taught you a lot of life lessons. And the victory flame, you've climbed to the peak of life and you pursued with excellence. You have victory. In the light of decision, this helps you make the best choices in life. So your spirit team has always been with you on your path, and they've always helped you with your choices. And the pulse of fire, which connects you to the flow of life. You've always known what you wanted. You've always known what you aspired to be. You've always wanted to take care of your family. You've always had responsibilities. Let's see. What should the collective concentrate on or research? What should the collective concentrate on or research? What should the collective concentrate on or research? Spiritual writer, you're being called to explore sharing knowledge, insights, and wisdom through written words to bring clarity and healing and numerology. You're being called to interpret and convey messages of guidance and insight using numbers. Another message for the collective. And psychic healing. You're being called to explore psychic and spiritual healing to help improve one's condition, no matter if you're focusing on the mind, body, or soul. So these are things that you need to go within and find out if you need to do some more research. If you know enough about these three areas, which are spiritual writer, numerology, or psychic healing, this could be your life's purpose, your soul's purpose. Let's see. What are the messages for the collective? So, stability, life's flow. You're trying to balance things. You're juggling a lot right now. You are focused though on the desires of your heart and what your self-worth is. So you are manifesting. You've been digging deep within to your past suffering. So your past life could be affecting the present. You've been going in and doing that shadow work. And that's because you're trusting in the divine. This is all divine timing. It is. Your intuition is telling you that things are not what they seem, and that's because you are in your North Node, and this is your destiny. You're finding your life's path. You've went through your karmic challenges. And the messages. The cards keep falling on the floor. Your spirit guides are here to help you because this is divine timing. They're showing you signs and synchronicities, and your guardian angels are there with you. Yep, you're staying high vibrational. Let's go into these past life and see if there's anything you need to work on in the present to help you move forward. What are the messages for the collective to help them move forward? Messages for the collective. Vows. So somewhere you've taken vows in the past, and that's what's affecting your present situations. And food and hunger. You're afraid you weren't going to have enough food. You're always hungry. Is there any other messages for the collective? Could have lived a communal life. Any other messages? Any other messages for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Messages for the collective. Oh, card fell on the floor. Persecution and inquisition fell on the floor. So you could have been in a group. Could have been within a group. Let's see what the book says. So vows. You do this card because the vows that you took in prior lifetimes are blocking you in this one. Most likely you were a monk or a nun when you made these vows, which still continue to haunt you. Common examples may include a vow of poverty or self-denial, which could block your flow of abundance, or you could have vowed a vow of chastity, which could inhibit your romantic or sexual life in the present, or a vow of self-punishment, which can lead you to sabotage or hurt yourself. Part of the authenticity stems from sharing your true feelings with each other. Conversely, this lifetime may be filled with your heart and anger, and the desire for revenge. In such a case, you would have difficulty controlling your temper. This may even lead to addictions. in your attempt to bring about peace. If you have the natural warrior spirit, it's important to channel it in a peaceful and constructive ways. For instance, being an activist for positive social changes or a legal advocate who champion underdogs. So that's what vows mean. Food and hunger. So because of those vows that you took, you're punishing yourself currently in this lifetime. There's practitioners out there that can help you clear that. You didn't have enough to eat in your, so I'm doing food and hunger. You didn't have enough to eat in your past lives, causing you to overeat and hoard food in this incarnation. You may have weight or eating disorder issues because you associate eating with fear instead of hunger. You harbor insecurities and whether there will be enough food in the future, so you may stockpile supplies. You also serve yourself large portions and make sure you at least eat everything, just in case. There won't be enough food in the future, and that's what you're worrying about. This pattern also applies to fears about having enough water to drink. Often just remembering the past life, past turn is enough to heal that issue. Understand that the past is over and it will not repeat in the current lifetime. The goal should be to learn from it and then to let it go. Also, let fear of deprivation fade away as they are no longer necessary. Open yourself up to abundance. So basically, you need to open yourself up to abundance when you let go of all these fears that you have. Maybe you took vows in the past. You were afraid you weren't going to have enough to eat because you never had the money to buy food, that type of thing. That could be hampering you right now. So persecution and inquisition. Let's see, where is it? Pages are sticking. You do this card as a validation of your suspicions. You were accused of witchcraft, being a heathen, or other crimes in the past. You suffered greatly as a result of this ensuing persecution, and the fear has carried forward into this life. In the past, your character and behaviors were examined publicly, and you were blamed for crop failures and deaths, and had nothing to do with you. Your neighbors and the government said that you were casting spells, which was a capital offense. In reality, you were a good-hearted person, as you remain to this day, who had the ability to see into the future and to use energy for healing purposes. This lifetime has made you very sensitive to gossip and rumors. If someone falsely accuses you now, you become fearful and upset because that's the behavior that led to your painful death in the previous lives. You may also be afraid to openly admit that you're still a talented healer and psychic. Unconsciously, you're keeping your spiritual skills a secret to avoid recreating the pain of the past. To heal from this, know that in this current lifetime, spiritual teachers and healers are revered instead of feared, and you agreed to incarnate at this time because your hard-won knowledge from the previous lifetimes is needed in this world. And the fact that you're back on Earth shows that no one can harm you permanently or prevent you from pursuing your spiritual path. So don't feel fearful about your spiritual gifts. Know that the universe has backed you and you agreed to come back here. So you just need to learn what you've learned from everything in this lifetime and clear it for your future. And once you clear that for your future, your abundance is going to pour in. You're going to be blessed by the universe. Let's see. Let's do these. What message do you have for the collective? Sculpture of yourself, shape and sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing your identity. So you're looking at who you are right now because you need to figure out who you are so you're able to live your authentic self. And right now you are on the right track. You're moving forward, and that's because the scales are balancing. They're balancing in your favor, and that's and you have a spirit link right now. You're in tune with your spirit team, and they're here to help you, and that's because you're in the divine flow. The divine is connecting right to you. You know what the divine wants you to do, and you're understanding this how cycles work, so you're able to overcome those cycles with eclipse of concealment, and you're going forward. You're moving forward, whether it's by yourself or with someone else. You're transforming yourself into what you want to be, and that has opened up the gate of opportunities. You have a lot of opportunities out there in this lifetime, and you have channeled the vortex of change. Your energy is transforming. You've mastered what you needed to master right now. The divine is connected to you, and the divine is showing you your way. So you need to accept all of that. Let's see. Let's do these first. Yeah, what's the message for the collective? Message for the collective, Holy Spirit. Message for the collective. Message. Healing. You're healing right now. Your body, mind, and soul. You've detached from things. And you're learning how to go within and detach from those things because you know your worth and you're totally aligned right now in whatever situation's going on in your life right now. Let's see. What's the message for the collective, Holy Spirit, angels? Message. Ooh. A lot fell, so I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take the ones that fell on the floor. Let's see which ones fell on the floor. Or I might even start over. Let's start over. Hold on. I'm trying to get these. I apologize. These all went flying. There might be some chaos right now out there for you today that you're trying to deal with. Yeah. Might be dealing with some energies out there today. Let's see. We're gonna put these back in and we're gonna do these again. What's the message for the collective? Okay. So the message for the collective is number 10, reflection like. So you're reflecting right now. You are reflecting. Let's see what number 10 is. Yeah, the energy is chaotic today. I can feel it myself. Unconditional love, divinity, and heaven on earth. Stretching out ahead is the crystal lake, clear lake. Smooth as glass. In the water, your reflection shines and shimmers. This lake doesn't just show your face. It casts back all that you are, including your human self and your eternal soul. The reflection light card reminds you of your soul's origin. The Judeo-Christian Bible says in Genesis that humans are made in God's image, and the Emerald Tablet, presumed to be written in Atlantis and taken to Egypt by the god Thoth, as inscriptions read, "As above, so below, as in heaven, so on earth." This message, left throughout time and space, served to awaken a sacred truth within you. Each living being contains a reflection of the divine, and you are no exception. It is time to accept that you are a mere image of the higher power who loves you unconditionally, no matter what mistakes you have made. You are always forgiven, and valued. Offer yourself the same eternal love that you receive from the divine. If you are able, spend some time near some water, visit a lake, ocean, even a tiny stream, so that you can connect with the power of the reflection lake. As you sit next to the water, take a deep breath and look around. Admire the beauty of nature and remember the same thing that it made you. All this existence was created, and so are you. Reminder, heaven exists here on earth through you. So you're the master of your own universe. Your universe is within you. So whatever you are creating within you, you can manifest into the 3D. You can have that life. You can have that future. It's just whether or not you're willing to grab for it. Let's see. Angel numbers for the collective. So we have 1001, new beginning, spiritual awakening. Right now you're going through a new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through a spiritual awakening, which can feel like the dark night of the soul. You're on a path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. So new beginnings, personal development, prioritizing creativity, and heading in the right direction. So that's what's going on. 1212 is persistence, shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, contentment, and new experiences. Oh, happy day, an ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or epic romance could be also in the cards for you. So you may be looking for that right person. And that person could, it could be a friendship to start out with. It doesn't have to go right into a relationship. You have to move at your own time. 0303, lucky shirt. Love, peace, hope, and optimism. Transferring responsibility to others. Progress, creativity. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. Any other messages for the collective? Oops. 3333, support. Growth, creativity, joy, community, vision, and talent. Seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it's time to focus inward. Work on your skills, discover your talents, and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. So it could be just the little things. The little things that you're doing creates ripple effects for the whole world. If everyone's doing good and passing it forward onto the next, all the goodness, it creates ripple effects, and we don't have the cynicism in the world anymore. There's so much cynicism out there. Any other messages? Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. I thank you for stopping by my channel, and I hope you return, and I appreciate all your support as I, navigate my own path. I was drawn to create this channel to get my word out there, big or small. I'm going to get my word out there, my truth. I'm going to speak the universe's truth. I'm going to, uplift people if I can. I'm going to show you where you need to work on yourself, what you need to go within to move forward. Because every life on this planet is special. Everybody's special. And I'm going to say goodbye and have a great day. Bye.